Bye. Alright guys, so welcome back to an episode of Jives Fishing. So today we are fishing at Changi Beach. Yeah, so we reached here quite early, but then the weather was quite bad, so we had to wait quite a few hours. So we just went to Gary to touch the cat, go and eat food and chill until now. Yeah, so time now is about 7 to actually closer to 8 already. Yeah, so it's quite dark, and we just set up all our rods. Yeah, so now it's a rising tide, so actually maybe it's a good thing that we waited, because it was, I think, 0.6, so it's a low tide earlier on, so maybe a bit difficult to fish. Yeah, so we haven't really fished at Changi much. Yeah, but it's been quite a while since we last had a good session anywhere. Yeah, for that matter. Yep, so hopefully the weather holds. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't start raining again. And today we'll be using kerong sotong and a bit of live prawn as bait. Yeah, mainly doing surfcasting, maybe one shorter rod just to see if there's fish nearby. Yep, so if there's anything, we'll update you guys again later.
What?
I don't know if it's rod.
Ah,
Could be the rod.
something lah.
Could be the rod though.
Oh, tangle the rod, is it?
Yeah, I think it's the rod's fish.
That's funny. Duri ah.
Could be
Cannot be this rod lah.
So I think it's the fish from there coming here.
As in snag the line ah.
I think so But this one went first,
No lah, then never kena the line or what. Oh yeah, I did. Huh? Okay, we managed to untangle. So actually this rod gana, then the other rod tangle into the line. Yeah, so it's a jahan lah.
Where in the hole?
Wait, you hold this one?
Yeah, you take the rod. There's 1,000 line on this.
Huh?
Yes sir.
Like our line?
You tangle some stick and some...
Oh. Bad.
Jahan. Okay, so that was marine catfish. Yeah, duri or jahan, some people call. Yeah, it's okay. It's not very big, not huge, but not small either. So about 1 kilo plus. I think almost 2 kilos. I don't think it was 2 kilos. Yeah, so we heard of them growing pretty big, like up to like over 10 kilos, but so far not for us. For us the biggest maybe 5-6 kilos ish. Yeah, so I hope they come in schools. Yeah, because last time when we fish at Punggol or Bedok Jetty, it's never like one fish, it's always like a whole school of them coming in and all around similar size. So it's quite fun to just to chill lah, just to have something to catch, just to hear some of the real sound. Yeah, it's been a long time since we heard the real sound. Yeah, so anyway, we kept that fish. Yeah, because people say it doesn't taste good or what, but I feel like actually it's okay. Actually it tastes quite good. Yeah, it depends on how you cook it. So if you stay to the end of the video, we might or might not cook it. Yeah, you will see.
Now we are just filleting the fish.
Yeah, and for marine catfish in particular, they have this Weberian apparatus here. So this is hard. Yeah, here also hard. Yeah. So the fillet actually is only this part. Here.
Yeah, so this
then
whole part
ribs.
is
This is ribs. Then there's the Weberian apparatus.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
Alright, got the fillets. So put in the zipper bag and we'll put it in the toolbox. Okay, it's a fish.
Don't go to the side. Come here, Ayo, you go to the side.
Yeah. Careful, careful.
Alright, so actually ever since we restarted the channel, I think a couple months back, yeah, we wanted to do weekly videos, right? But we couldn't, yeah, because of scheduling. So sometimes, actually a lot of times I'm overseas and then I cannot film, yeah, or sometimes I'm caught up with work, or like we get injured or sick or what, and you know, sometimes a few weeks we can't go and fish. Yeah, but recently actually it's not that we haven't been fishing, or it's not that we too busy to fish or too busy to make video, but sometimes it's because also of weather conditions. So we've had quite a lot of sessions since our previous video, and it's just no luck, just not catching fish, and the weather was pretty bad, so on and off. Yeah, so sometimes we have to cut our session short, or sometimes we film maybe half a session and then it rains and then we cannot continue the footage. Yeah, and then the footage just gets backlogged or stored somewhere else. Yeah, it doesn't become a video. Yeah, so it's not that we haven't been fishing, or it's not that something happened to us. It's just bad luck. Yeah, it's just like that. The weather sometimes doesn't. Yeah, sorry, that got cut off because phone memory and storage. Yeah, so that happens also. Yeah, sometimes that happens. So we film halfway and then the footage just gone. Yeah, so it's just bad luck, right? Things happen. In fact, actually right now I'm seeing a bit of lightning, a bit of stronger winds. I'm getting a bit worried also, checking the app. Yeah, just stay safe lah, right? So the point being, if you are starting out, you know, you're a new angler and you don't really catch a lot of fish, right? Just know that it might not be you, because it happens to us also, right? We've been fishing for like years and years. We still have long periods where we don't get fish. It's just a drought, you know, and you just feel very discouraged lah. But just keep casting, keep going out. Eventually, hopefully something will happen and then your luck will turn. Yeah, so that's fishing for you, right? That's part of the fun, that's part of the enjoyment, it's part of why we are all out here. Even though the weather looks like it's not too good. Yep, so we will keep fishing, right? Monitoring the weather, right? I hope this makes it into a video. If not, then it'll probably sit somewhere. Yeah, so if there's anything, we'll update you guys again later. His friend. Come here, come here. They're project. Goodbye. No. Hey, hello. Brother, please. Go back. Foot. Wrong side, bro. Okay. Bye. Oh, so we just got this nice flower. Oh, flower crab. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, we just got a bunch of crabs, so don't really need this guy. Yeah, okay, bye-bye. Right guys, so far for today, it's been three duri, right? Each getting smaller and smaller, but it's okay, we got some action. Yeah, and one flower crab. So we kept one of the duri, the rest we just release. We don't really need them. Yeah, and we also released the crab because we have crab, yeah, in our fridge. Yeah, so that's fine. So I think the next round will be our last cast because the weather is getting a bit
yeah, the thing is like lightning and
yeah,
stuff.
a lot of lightning, the wind
Yeah.
getting a bit stronger, so I'm feeling a
Don't
bit.
want to risk it.
Yeah, so always I think safety first. There's always another day to fish.
Yeah, especially it's not about just getting drenched or what. It's also like, you know, long rods, they are lightning conductors. Then like trees nearby. So safety first, you know. Yeah, can always fish another time. Take out the thing.
Yeah.
Okay lah, slowly. Jahan more. Fish just slightly play, yeah. It's definitely a duri lah. The way it take also. Okay lah, got fight lah. Been a while since we caught something on a, you know, small rod, other than like ling xiam, that kind of thing.
But it's not fully back.
Yeah. Okay. Small one. Duri. Okay, wait.
And then got put a bit.
Yeah, now got full drag.
Right guys, so we come to the end of the session. Total catch is about five duri or jahan and one flower crab. Yeah, so but keep on watching because we are going to cook the fish, right? So a lot of people they kind of don't like to eat catfish because they say it's smelly, or they say like very slimy, or it doesn't taste good, or there's a certain taste to the flesh, right? But I think catfish is quite good. Yeah, I think it's quite nice to eat, right? It's just a bit troublesome to clean because it's slimy, right? But if you are at a beach or what, there's sand, you can just rub the sand and then wash it off. Yeah, then the sand will be gone, right? So we're going to show you how to cook the catfish, right, in a way that it probably will taste, actually it tastes quite nice because I tried it before. Yeah, so we're going to make fish and chips. Yeah, so just stay tuned, and hope you guys enjoy the footage, and hope you guys learn something right, from the footage. Yeah.
Alright guys, so when we are removing our fish skin, I think the number one advice for me is when you use your knife shouldn't be moving. It's only your hand that is holding the fish that is moving. So let me show you guys how it's done. First, this is how I do it. So I just make a small incision at the side. Don't cut through the skin. So it's something like this. So you have something to grip. So what you want to do is actually angle the knife sideways, and you're going to let the knife actually stay put, and you're just going to use your right hand or whatever hand you're holding to move in a zigzag motion. So move along as you are doing. And then we have the skin is gone. So we have the fish skin over here, which we don't want because it's very slimy. So if you notice, yeah, that's my dog, sorry. Yes, so the skin is gone. We have the kind of the bloodline over here. For me, I'm not so particular about it. I don't find that it has a fishy taste, but we can remove it. Yeah. So it's a bit cleaner now. So we have a nice clean jahan fillet. So we do it for the other one as well. Right, so the fillets, we're just going to pat it dry. You can choose to season it with some salt now, but for me, because I'm adding salt to the batter later, I will not be adding salt. But if you want, you can add it now. And I'm just going to set it aside while I prepare the chips. Alright guys, so for the chips, very important to choose the right potato. So for fish and chips, you want to be using russet potatoes. Other kinds of potatoes more suitable for things like mashed potatoes, or for those in gravy or soups, because they tend to get a bit mushier. Russet potatoes will stay in shape when you deep fry it later. So for the chips, we're actually going to use a triple cooking method. So it's a parboil, then a first fry, and then a second fry. So I'll show you guys later. So first we'll clean the potatoes and cut into our desired sizes. Right, so we're going to peel off the skin of the potatoes. I have 3 of these potatoes. So we're going to cut them into our desired sizes. So for British style fish and chips, the chips are traditionally larger, but of course you can adapt it to your own liking. If you like thinner, like those French fries kind, you can cut it thinner. Just that later when you're parboiling them, you want to cook them shorter. So I personally like it a bit larger. So I cook them about this size, this thickness, this size, it's like a finger size. We're just going to soak them in some water first. This is just room temperature tap water. The trick about getting crispy chips is actually having a balance between too little starch and too much starch. So if there's too little starch, the potatoes will kind of they won't hold together, and if there's too much, it won't be crispy, it will be like soft. So now we're just going to wash out a bit of the initial starch. You can see the water already turning a little bit off-white. Yeah, but we're just going to drain this and then we're going to parboil it. So when we boil it, it's actually to remove kind of the excess starch. And then later we'll cool it off to remove the moisture. And then we'll double fry it. Yeah. So now I'm just going to drain the water. You can see it's a bit white. Then wash off any of the remaining bits of starch. And then we're going to put it straight into the pot. So you want to start boiling it from room temperature water. Yeah. We're going to let it come to a rolling boil, and then we'll reduce it to low heat and let it boil for about a total of 8 minutes. If you're having those thinner cut ones, maybe you might want to do it for 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so the potatoes have been boiling for about 8 minutes. We'll take them off the heat. So I'm just going to pour it into a colander. So the important part about this step is to cool them very fast. So what we're going to do is that we're going to lay them on a baking tray and put in front of a fan to remove all the steam and moisture, so that later it'll be crispier. So here we have a kind of a baking tray with a wire mesh with a baking tray below. Yeah, so just going to lay the potatoes out individually. Right, so we have them layered out nicely here, and we just put it in front of a fan so it will cool off all the moisture. Then after this, we're going to actually put in the freezer for 15 minutes to let the starch crystals crystallize again, which will help them to be crispier. Alright, I'm going to put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. Yeah, let's stuff it inside. Okay, so we have the chips from the freezer. It was inside the freezer for 15 minutes. So we're going to put it in the oil. We have our hot oil. So in we go. we can start to take them out. Again, put them on a wire rack to cool. Meanwhile, we'll prepare the fish. We're going to fry the fish. Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to flour the fish. Okay, so we're going to make the batter for the fish now. So we're using a mixture of flour and cornstarch. So the cornstarch helps to make it crispier. And we're going to use baking powder. So the powder helps it to puff. It aerates the batter and makes it fluffier and crispier. Some salt. Yeah, be more generous with your salt. If you want, you can also add garlic powder and onion powder. It's just a personal preference. If you want to add paprika, it's also okay. So you give it a good whisk to get all the dry ingredients stirred. And then the most important ingredient, our liquid, as you can see, is carbonated water. So usually for fish and chips, we'll use beer, but I understand that some of our Muslim friends watching, so instead of using beer, we'll be using carbonated water. So you can use any kind of sparkling water, Perrier. I just use some soda water. So it has to be cold. So because the cold, when it's colder, it helps to retain the air bubbles better. And the reason why we want so much air bubbles and all the carbonated gas is so that it helps to create air in the batter, so it's light and fluffy and crispy. If you want a doughier batter, which most people don't like, you can use plain water, but yeah, most of the time we like to use sparkling. And we add the liquid slowly, bit by bit. You don't want to add it all at once, if not it will start to clump. Bit by bit and whisk. Okay, so now you can see it's very smooth. And we can add the rest of the water. In both sides. I'm just going to lay it away from you. Hold it there for a while. And just swirl it. And then you can let go. Right. Quite a nice golden brown color. We're going to take them out. Right, we have our fish. Now we're going to add our chips for our second fry while the oil is hot. Okay, so while the chips are still hot, just want to add some salt. Okay, so here's the final product. Yeah, so one thing to know is that I still haven't perfected the chips in terms of the color. As you can see, it's not uniformly golden brown like the restaurant kind. So if you guys have any tips on this, you can let me know. But yeah, I think looks really good. So let me try one of the chips. So yeah, crispy on the outside, inside still a little bit moist. Right, we're going to try the fish. I'm going to try it. Some tartar sauce. Yeah, there's no fishy taste whatsoever. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm just gonna eat the fish and chips. This is the late lunch. So I guess this is another way for you guys to cook fish and chips, especially if you have like a lot of jahan in the fridge. You can just fillet them and cook. One of the more common ways is usually Asam Pedas by our Malay friends. Hope you guys learned something or two, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers!